For 25 years, WHEDco has been serving the needs of the residents of the South Bronx by providing access to life-changing resources, starting with safe, affordable housing, quality educational services, economic development opportunities, as well as celebrating art and culture. It's a holistic approach that has transformed the lives of families in the South Bronx.
25 years ago, when WHEDco was founded, there was real shortage of housing, period. And so this idea that we would step in and create what would become permanent and stable housing for families was applauded and certainly much needed. Families have moved into our first housing development and have lived here for 20 years.
My name is Jamila Curry. I've lived in the WHEDco Urban Horizons building for approximately 20 years plus. I'm raising my 3 sons here, and this is my community.
With stable, affordable housing, families thrive, neighborhoods thrive.
Over the past 20 years, I was able to go back to school. I've been at my job now for 15 years. I would say the biggest thing that's changed is a sense of security and stability. Now I'm in a comfortable place, raising all 3 of my children.
When we unveil Bronx Commons, that will be a place where 305 families are gonna find a beautiful place to live.
I love my community.
The students and kids who are born here tend to begin their lives way behind where everybody else ought to be or where everybody else is. And so our work involves making up the difference. We currently are working with kids as young as months old through our home-based child care provider program, where they are, as early as they're able to learn to read, are learning to read. We have seen children who first entered our early learning program at the age of 3 growing to be the first in their family to attend college.
I started with WHEDco in pre-K, and then I moved on to be part of the after-school program when I started in kindergarten. And then from kindergarten to 8th grade, I was part of the after-school program. And then when I got to high school, I was part of the teen program with WHEDco, and I'm also currently a group leader at WHEDco's after-school program.
Without a solid education, there is no future for the people who we continue to work with.
If WHEDco hadn't been there for me and my family, I don't know if I would even be in college.
You cannot afford to have a significant percentage of the population barely making it. They have to be part of this new Bronx economy in a way that their parents weren't.
My name is Bernadette Lamboy. I'm the owner of Be Happy Group Family Daycare.
For people who are involved in our economic development initiatives, they get support where they can build their businesses and grow to support their families.
When I started my business, WHEDco helped me acquire all the knowledge that I needed to start. How to set up your company, all the tools necessary to have an in-home childcare business.
We have worked with women who have been traditionally left out of the mainstream economy.
I started in one floor, one little area, with taking care of my son and 5 other children with my sister-in-law. That was in 2004. Now in 2018, I have 2 group family daycares and an after-school program with 30 children. In total, I take care of 56 children, and I have a total of 10 staff.
The arts also plays a very key role in community development.
More forms of music have been nurtured in the South Bronx than in any other place in the United States.
In addition to so many things that were taken away from people in the Bronx for years, is this idea of arts and culture.
But now what I see is a renaissance coming to the community. All of these things that were taken away, particularly the arts, are coming back.
Our development of the Bronx Music Hall speaks to not only a revisiting, but we're highlighting, reclaiming, showcasing what was great and vibrant about music and the arts and the role they played in the life of people of the Bronx.
I see the Bronx Music Hall as the center of activity of not only the South Bronx, but the Bronx in general. And instead of people looking at the South Bronx as a place that represents devastation and destruction, they're gonna look at it as a place, wow, I gotta go there.
What if WHEDco wasn't there? But WHEDco is there, making a real difference in the lives of the residents of the South Bronx. But if WHEDco is to continue for the next 25 years, it needs your help. Please donate today